The will of God is the purpose that He has for each and every one of us. Hey, Syrian. What's up, 2 vibrations? Hi. Q&A with me. Hey. We're gonna do a Q&A. You guys can ask me questions. All my supporters always asking me for my cash app, so I'm about to pin that. Q&A. First question is, what's your sign? I'm an Aquarius. How have you been? I've been doing better. I've been well. A major turn has taken in my life, so I recently just been adjusting, just adjusting to the changes that I'm going through. Yes, Ring, she is. Hey, Steven. Hey, Teddy. Reds. How you doing? How y'all doing tonight? I just got on here to connect with you guys. Hey, Florida Sunflower. Hey, y'all. Hi. Abby is literally breastfeeding right now. I would go get my Bible, but y'all, I'm breastfeeding right now, and she was kind of like cranky, so I'm trying to calm her down. Hey, everybody. I'm never happy with the downfall of someone, because my intentions are always to uplift whoever it is, humanity, whether it's a man or a woman. I always am a person that wants to inject love, and unfortunately, the circumstance that I was in with Eliana's dad was not the greatest, and some people are just not receptive to love. So I can't force nobody, but I never want or would wish ill on anybody's life. I want the best for everybody. So, hey, shout out to Chicago. Do you need anything? Yeah, I do. It's a very spontaneous thing that has happened in my life recently. It's not anything bad. It is good, but because all my money goes to my bills and stuff like that, it's just sometimes I don't have money to do things that that are outside of my bills, and it's kind of hard because I have things that I have to go through, you know what I'm saying, and I have things that I have to do. But donations that I get from people, and I don't even like calling it donations, because it's not really a donation, it's a offering, you know what I'm saying, it's a love offering. So those offerings that I get, I use it for transportation, I use it for medicine for the girls if I need to get some medicine for them if they get sick. I use it for things that they might need. I also use it for travel expenses, because y'all know I'm from Louisiana. So yeah, it's just it's I go home from time to time, but I wanted to make this into a YouTube video, but I am traveling to Louisiana very soon, so I'm gonna need some funds for that. But I'm just going with the flow of everything as we speak. I'm just aligning myself with what I need, and I'm just doing what I need to do. My family needs me, and so yeah, I'm gonna be there for them when they need me.
We are so excited about your party. Oh, wait, are we the first ones? Yes, you are. Oh, hey, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thanks, girls.
Thank you.
Here are your gifts. Oh,
I appreciate that. Hey, everybody in the chat.
Ooh, and I love how you decorated the whole place with that giant bird in the back, the palm trees. It's so cool. Oh, look, 2 more people.
Is it true all girls from the boo know how to cook? No, that's not true. Far from the
Bye, Mommy. We'll
truth.
see you later. Bye, girls. Have fun.
Would you feel a type of way if you did a GoFundMe?
Yes. Happy birthday.
No,
Hey, everybody. And
I don't really know how to answer that question because
introduce you to
my GoFundMe would be for the land that my dad left me. Like if I ever made a GoFundMe, it would strictly be to build on the land that my dad gave me. Like my dad had a whole bunch of plans that he wanted to do with the land, but he passed away before he could establish any of these things. So if I ever did make a GoFundMe, it would strictly be for agricultural purposes and renovation purposes for the land that he left his children. Hey y'all, welcome y'all. But I'm not really out for the money, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't do stuff like that, and I don't make GoFundMes. Because I like things to come to me, and I like the Lord to tell me what to do. Like, I want everything to be aligned. I don't want to just be asking people for money just because I can or just because that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? I like for things to, align itself. And if that's what I'm being moved to do, if the Holy Spirit tell me to do that, then that's what I do. But I have not, felt the need to do that at this particular moment. But a lot of my YouTube subscribers always ask me for my Cash App. Sometimes you guys ask me for my Cash App, so I just put it there so you guys, if you feel the need to give me a love offering, then I'm thankful. I'm grateful for that. Now, outside of that though, me and the girls are taken care of. Like, we have the essentials, we have what we need, and I think that that's the best, thing that we should be grateful for at all times, and I am. So yeah, there's already a house on it, so I have to go through renovation. So yeah. I appreciate that, though. Keyshawn. Somebody asking her a question.
Well, my doll will drive in a car. Hop on in, buckle a seatbelt.
Hey.
Vroom, 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 here she goes. Riding along the shore.
Chosen race 33. I'm not sure why you're even asking me those questions because at this particular moment in time, that's not none of my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, in all honesty, whatever going on the other side of the internet that has nothing to do with me and my life, that's not my business, and I don't like minding other people's business. If somebody's in a situation, they need to face themselves in that situation. That has nothing to do with me. So yeah. I'm not understanding that question, Keyshawn. I'm not understanding what you're asking me. What do you mean? The family? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm gonna build the home myself, me and my brothers and sisters. I'm feeling good. I got on here to connect with you guys. My life is under development. But it's for the betterment of myself and for everybody around me. So I'm pretty happy and excited with the results that I am getting.
Mama, you put the charger on?
You have to plug this part in the wall, and I'll plug this one in the tablet, okay?
No, I'll plug it in the tablet.
I can't plug this in the wall, baby. Avi is breastfeeding. You gotta put this in the wall. You know how to do it, Mama. Come here, let me show you.
But I can't stand up apart.
Yes, you can. Go ahead. Go plug it in. Plug it in, Mama. was y'all talking? That's what y'all talking about.
Mama.
Hmm.
I mean, another snack. We're not breastfeeding, Mama. We're just sleeping.
Hey y'all, welcome in the chat.
Mama,
Hmm.
can you go get me?
I don't have no more. That's why we eating fruit, baby. And the fruit is good.
Where's yuck?
Because you don't like this kind.
It's that's this.
Listen to Need You by Emmanuel when you get off. Okay. Hey everybody. How y'all feeling? No. No, Keyshawn. No, indeed. I miss my blood family. My blood relatives. The people I came from. I miss them. That's who I miss. I miss my grandma. I miss my mama. I miss my daddy. Feel me? I miss my brothers and my sisters. That's who I miss. That's who I miss. I miss my brothers. I miss my nephew. My nephews.
What is this? What is
That's
this?
who I miss.
This is all you
Yes, I
have?
want to get married one day. Is that even a question?
Mama, you do. Mama,
Yes.
you have all these hats?
Yeah. Try it and tell me if you like it. Yes, I want to get married. Yes, I want to have more children.
Mama,
I got to get more watermelon, Ellie.
I want lots of them.
I have Eliana. Well, we had watermelon. Eliana ate all the watermelon. And we have cantaloupe and honeydew. So that's what I'm eating right now.
Do you like that, Mama?
Hey, y'all. I know, Grateful Scorpio, right?
Yeah.
One day I'll visit Brazil. One day. Thank you, Keyshawn. I appreciate that. Hey, led by Clarity. What's up?
Mama, can you teach me?
Okay, come on.
Can you teach me?
Yes, 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 yes. I'm coming. Gotta move this out the way so baby get it. It's like, you know, like living that life in the past is like people always expect me to be like teaching and like dropping wisdom and knowledge and everything. But like it's time to process some things, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't always be in like teacher mode. Like you can't always be like that. Especially for a person who is always growing and learning and developing.
Mama?
Especially for a person who's always developing and learning things about themselves. Like, I'm not here to, like, teach your brain off. Like, I'm not here to, like, always constantly be trying to, like, give you something. Like, I'm a testimony. So my life speaks for itself. So I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. Like, put your shorts on. It's good to always give that word of wisdom and encouragement and stuff like that. But for real, that's not all the time how my life works. Like, my life, is a constant evolution. I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly, upgrading who I am. I'm always being taught something else by the Most High. So I'm not, You got your bad leg and a long foot. Put the other leg in. Take this leg and put it in here. So yeah, I'm not always gonna be like trying to like teach y'all. Like, that's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? Wait, it is my thing, but it's not all at the same time. Ellie, go get the chips. Go. I put it right there so that the baby won't get it. Why are you have an attitude? Like, I'm not understanding what's good. Like, it's not that deep. What am I looking for? I think it might be right here. Hold on, I'm gonna get y'all in the comments. Give me a second. Eliana! Stop crying. Stop. I'm over the crying. Stop. Get these chips off the floor. Pick them up. Come over here. Pick them up. That baby is not doing nothing to harm you. She don't know. She's just a baby. Calm down. She's not trying to do nothing. She's just trying to figure it out. Just like when you was a baby, you was trying to figure everything out. So give her some space. Oh, I know where it's at. Y'all, girl, I'm gonna let y'all know that on another date. Like, I can't even talk about that right now. I'm gonna get to y'all in the comments. Give me a little moment. Hold on. Give me a little second. Hey, girl. Excuse me. Let me see what y'all talking about. I gotta go. Thank you for purchasing badges. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Mommy, still press the buttons. The cover is done, Mama.
Let it charge a little bit more. Eat some chips, babe. Avi.
Come.
You're going to have to watch it right here on the floor because you can't get on the bed and watch this because Aviana is going to try to grab it and then you're going to be crying. And then on top of that, it needs to stay on the charger. You cannot take this off the charger. And if you take it off the charger, then it's going to die. And then you're going to cry again. And I don't have time to be listening to you cry. Like, I don't want to just be sitting here listening to you cry. Period. No, you don't have to apologize. I'm telling you, like, this is what you're going to have to do if you want to watch this. All right, we good? All right, cool.
A deal?
Yeah, we got a deal. Great.
But I can't get in my tricks. But it's really hard for me. But it's okay.
Yeah, you can figure it out. Where's my frutas? I'm gonna answer some more questions. I don't hold on anything from my past, I hold on to a couple things, the wisdom parts of it, but majority of it I threw it away because it's just not right. It's just not right. Thank you for the badges. I appreciate that. Yes, I'm definitely rebuilding my foundation. Yes, I'm still growing and learning. Yes. What's up, Cole? I'm not sure what you're asking, Keyshawn. How did I feel when I was being claimed queen? Is that what you're asking? My YouTube is Velvet Gabriela Marquez. What made me leave for good? The fact that it was demonic and my child was being affected. I'm doing well. I'm doing better. How are you? It always be a vibe when I go live. I don't know. I just be being myself. Who are you today? How can we support you at this point in your life? I mean, when you guys like and share, comment, and subscribe to any of my social media platforms, that's a lot. Like, that's support right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really into telling people how I feel like they should support me. I feel like if people watch me and people are interested in me, then they're going to support how they want to support me. And I'm not here to like delegate or tell people how it is that they should, support me. Like, you support me however way you see fit. That's just how I feel about the matter. I'll make a cooking YouTube video. The only reason why I haven't been really documented is because the phone that I have, like the speaker, when I get on YouTube, for some reason it don't record the audio as much, and I had to get more storage on my phone because when I would do pre-record, I wouldn't be able to make all of the clips that I needed to make the entire video, which I have more storage now. But like I said, like some things came up in my life where it just took a major turn, and so now I have to reevaluate. I have to just redo a lot. I have to redo a lot. It's not a bad turn. It's
Mama.
just eat one of those pieces of fruit.
I'm not eating those.
You want some water?
No, I want.
I have water. You need water.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
It's so pretty, huh?
Watch her for a second, Ellie. Let me go get you some water. Let's go. I'll make more cooking YouTube videos. I know y'all like that, but I have a lot of things that I need to focus on right now. So I've just been in that mode of making sure that my priorities are together before I start investing myself in other avenues, because I don't know, I just want to make sure that I have the strongest foundation possible before I move forward, Hey, Miss Keita. I have a laptop. Someone just mailed me a laptop. I'm gonna give them a shot. I'm gonna do a whole YouTube video on that, but I haven't because, like I said, I have a lot of stuff going on right now, and I just need to focus. Like, I need to focus on certain decisions that I need to make. You know, a lot has shifted, so I need to just make a couple more decisions, and then I'll be able to focus back on you know, like my content and things of that nature. Like, I don't believe in you know, not having my priorities together before stepping out on a new project, or, you know, because that takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and when I do something, I want to give it my all. I don't want to just be, you know, ooh. Okay, Deja, I got you. I had to get a new phone, so, like, I don't know if I still have your number. I'll look in my contacts. Ellie, it's fine. It's yeah, I know.
They're working with me because they
I had to get a new phone, so I'm gonna look at my contacts, but I'm gonna just go to our messages. But yeah, I like to make sure that my priorities are together before I just start doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always want to give my all to whatever it is that I'm doing. You know, whatever I invest myself in, I want to make sure that I'm, you know, giving my all. What are your views on homosexuality? Yeah, I do not. I don't. According to the Most High, it's abomination to society, and I agree with the Most High. This is wisdom that, you know, has been around for a very long time, according to humanity. So yeah, I just don't like, for me personally, I can't really speak on other people's sexual orientation, but I can speak on mine. Yeah, I am strictly a woman who likes men, so I don't really, you know, get into the woman on woman. You know, not saying that I haven't had my experiences, but I just don't indulge in that. So Tajisa says, do you ever get tired of us asking about CN? I know in my healing journey, sometimes I try to distance myself from things that trigger me. It doesn't trigger me when you guys ask me questions about CN. It's just that, like, some questions I don't ask because I have to move politically. You know, with certain things, I have to move very strategically with certain things when it comes to that. So, if you see me ignoring certain questions or certain comments regarding that situation, just know it's because of, you know, my heart and what I want to see in life for the other people that are involved. And some things I just cannot talk about. Like, I just cannot talk about them because it'll hurt me in the end. So, yeah. But it doesn't trigger me. I actually do be wanting to talk about it, but I can't, unfortunately. So
I didn't really like it.
yes, a small way to support would be to watch her YouTube videos, and when you want to order something, click the links in commercials. You don't have to buy that specific item, but whatever item you decide. That is true. If you watch my YouTube videos, that literally will help me.
Mama!
I got you, Deja.
Mama, get her up.
I got her.
Mama, be careful.
I got her. Come here, fat girl. You can't climb over there. You gotta come over here. You gotta come over here. You gotta come over here. But yes, I appreciate that, Allah. Hey, everybody who just came in. Hi. She said, say it without saying, or he said. Are you ever socially anxious on social media considering never negative commentary on your past? No. Now what I can say is like I can feel the amount of attention, so sometimes I have to like breathe through it because it's like way too much energy coming at me at one time. And I can feel people and I can, borderline read people's thoughts. So sometimes it gets a bit overwhelming, to be faced with that much energy at one time. But for the most part, I can handle it. I definitely support you. I watch your YouTube, your lives. I plant seeds in others' lives about you. I feel support goes beyond the physical. Yes. Come on, Harmony. Yes. You have PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah. Yeah, telepathic powers, yeah. Like, I literally, sometimes it be overwhelming. Like, oh my God. Like, it be like, oh my God. Like, it be crazy. But for the most part, like I said, I know how to handle it because I feel that personally, I feel like the reason why I know how to handle it is because I know how to handle myself. And I know who I am. And I know what God told me about myself. So when I come into, vicinity with people or, all I got to do is be myself, which I'm always myself at this point, outside of what you've seen in the past, like I'm pretty much like myself. So if somebody makes a pre-assumption or just have a perspective about me that doesn't align with who I think I am or what God told me or who God told me that I am, I mean that just has nothing to do with me. So I just continue to be myself, and it always works out for me in the end when I just continue to be myself. And my advice to y'all and being in situations like that is to just always be yourself. Like if people are like sitting there looking at you and having these other thoughts about who they think you are and stuff like that, like don't let that deter you from being who you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just continue to be yourself, continue to be authentic, continue to be real, because those people who think different of you are gonna eventually leave out of your life. They're not gonna even be significant within the next day or two. So just continue to be yourself so that you can attract people to you and places and things that will reflect who you actually are. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. And that, oh my God, that's what I was thinking. Somebody said, hold on, I'm gonna get to that thought because y'all spamming me with the comments right now.
Stop, baby.
Strong aura to deflect the nonsense. I mean, if you just be yourself, it's just being yourself. It's just being authentic. It's just pure authenticity. We are the bag for real. So I was thinking about this earlier and I was like, oh my God, I look like a little crab. Anyway, I was thinking about this earlier and I was like, man, if only my people knew that we are the investment. Like, if you invest in yourself, you don't have to, like, eventually, if you invest in yourself, you're not gonna, and build upon investing in yourself, you're not gonna have to do certain things that society tells us that we have to do. And so, but if you're not, and there's levels to investing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like there's mediocre investment, there's top tier investment, there's like over the top investment, like, to your full potential investment. Like there's levels to investing in yourself. And it's just like, it's crazy that we all have these skills and talents, and like none of us really have the time or the energy or the money to even like invest in these qualities within ourselves. But I still encourage everybody to invest in themselves, and even in little small ways, until you can build up to like 100% investing in yourself, because you are the commodity. Like you are what people need and what people are looking for, Sincerely, man, I appreciate you. I love you too. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Hey to everybody who just entered the chat. How are you? But Keyshawn said we know, but people take advantage before you realize it. And that's the thing. It's like if you are authentic within yourself and you're not letting other people deter you from being yourself, then you're going to have boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like boundaries go a long way. And this is what I learned in the past 3 years. This was something that wasn't great in my life. I didn't have boundaries. I didn't have firm boundaries. So once I started to develop these boundaries, and wasn't afraid to say no, even if somebody was going to be mad at me, or if somebody was going to say, oh, I don't want to be your friend no more, or whatever. None of that I don't care about none of that. Like that's like, okay, you don't want to be my friend. Like it is what it is. Like I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I still was going to be here for you, even though I didn't agree with what you said. But at the end of the day, I didn't lose you. You lost me. That's how I look at it, because I'm a loving person at the end of the day, and I want the best for everybody. Even if I disagree with somebody, I'm still gonna want the best for them. I'm still gonna be there for them. I'm still gonna give love to them. So either way, it's like, okay, whatever. But the boundary is what creates that space between somebody using you and somebody not using you. So you just gotta be firm in your boundaries, and you know, be a woman about your word, be a man about your word, and just tell them what you like and what you don't like. And if they don't agree with that, and if they don't want that, you know, to be the circumstance, then they could exit. Like they could block, delete you. Like let them know, like it's not that deep. Like I don't, and I'm not saying not care about people. I'm just saying like those boundaries are what you're gonna need to bring you to where you desire to be. And sometimes it's unfortunate that we have to cut ties with people and places and things, and it might hurt us and it might hurt the other person, but we all have to do what's best for us. And if that means to go our separate ways, then that's what's gonna have to happen, and that's just the way of life. Woo, child. Keyshawn, I'm not answering that question. Hey. Hey to everybody who just joined the chat. Y'all, hold on. Give me a second. But yeah. Hey, y'all. Hi. Hey, everybody. I'm waving at y'all. Okay, so I don't want to narrow that down. So somebody says it's the Aquarius in us. We're real, kind-hearted, and we serve our purpose in all and every life step ladder. I don't want to just narrow it, and I'm not here to like be the devil's advocate or anything, but personally, I wouldn't like to narrow it down just being an Aquarius, because you have so many people out in the world with this same quality who are not Aquarian or Aquarius. And I just find the commonality between the humans period, who have this love in their heart, who wants to serve humanity from a loving place and serve themselves from a loving place. I never want to like put it in a box and say like, oh, this is what this sign does, because we all have so many compilations of personality traits and characteristics that you can never like put it in a box. You can never put this love characteristic in a box. You know, it just depends on the person's heart and the person's intention. And that's my own personal belief, though. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, everything's good. How are you? Yeah, Keyshawn, exactly. Hey, Ross, hey, twin. I'm gonna just call you twin, baby. The babies are up. Yeah, I think that every single human has great qualities. Some humans have negative qualities that override the good qualities. nevertheless, we all have some type of good quality about us, and I think we should embrace that more than the negative traits that we have. Like for instance, there are people out here who do wrong all day long, wrong. But who's to say that that person, who's doing all that wrong, need somebody in their lives to point out the good that they do, and I'm not saying like overgive to that person, because some people who are always doing wrong, who feel like they need somebody to point out what they're doing right to feel loved, they, will reject the love when the person gives that to them. So I'm not saying overcompensate for that person. All I'm saying is wherever you come into contact with somebody, whoever they are, whatever they are, embrace the good in them. Just embrace the good in them. And if they decide, because of their own personality characteristics, that they want to reject the love that you're offering them, or that the love that you have to give to them, then you can make the decision whether to stay in their life and keep going, or keep loving them, or cut ties with them, because now at that point they're no longer serving you, and they're not making, they're not adding to your life. So I appreciate the badges though. I appreciate that. Yeah. She wants some attention. She was sleeping, but then I got up. Yes, I appreciate that. Hey to everybody who just entered the chats. Keyshawn, I'm gonna follow you. What's one thing you would ask your future self if y'all met in your dream realm? One thing I would ask my future self.
Share this with Cry. Thank you, Lizzie.
One question that I would ask my future self. That's kind of deep. That's deep. Hold on. Two questions popping up in my mind that I could like readily ask, but I would ask my future self, like, was all the love that you've given to every circumstance that you've ever been in was worth it? Like, was like all of the trials and tribulations that you've been through, and the fact that you gave love to those circumstances, was it worth it? That's what I would ask myself. That's what I ask myself. Yeah. Why haven't I followed you yet? I don't know you. I follow things that I know. You know what I'm saying? Girl, what are you doing? You can't go over there. It's not right. Nah, it's not that I want it to be right. It's just like I've been through so much. So it's like, if I was to talk to my future self, like, I would have so many questions like, oh my God, aren't you happy? Like, aren't you happy that you didn't settle? Aren't you happy that, like, I don't know. It wouldn't even be questions. It'll just be like, girl, you knew, like, come on, like, because the way I'm, like, in my brain, I have faith. Okay, let me just put it that way. I have faith. And my faith lies within knowing that the Lord will provide for me. The Lord will take care of me. And that was because of my background as a child. So with that being the forefront of my life, I never really complained about the trials and tribulations that I've been through. Like, I always just took it on head first, and I just was like, all right, what we got to do next? Like, all right, we did that. We made that decision. What we got to do now? You know what I'm saying? And I'm always in a constant self-reflecting mode because of my faith, and self-correcting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always in that state, and I'm just always asking myself, like, even through my self-correction, like, what could I have done better when I was in a circumstance with somebody else who was going through the same thing that I was going through. Like, I always try to look at, okay, could I have been nicer? Could I have been more graceful? Could I have been more patient? You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of things. Oh my God. Wait, what was your question, Candy Flowers? I don't remember you, legit the producer. I don't remember you. So, like, I feel personally that, what are you doing? I personally feel like there's so many stigmas with, like, there's so many, like, double standards and stigmas with, and stereotypes when it comes to certain words and things like that. So as of right now, until I'm able to explain my belief system, all I know is that I'm a child of God. Like, my shirt, it literally says child of God, like, child of God. So I know that I'm a child of God. I know, that Jesus Christ was given to humanity and crucified for our sins. Like, he literally took on all of our burdens so that we could be able to establish and keep a connection or relationship with the Most High, which is the ultimate supreme entity, energy source that reigns through and through this entire existence. So that's what I know. And I try to stay away from wording like Christian, all of those words as of right now, because where I came from, I have to, so people look at me as a leader. People look at me as, like, this influencer, this spiritual influencer, and I want people to understand, like, I see, and this is the thing, like, I allow God to speak through me. I allow the Holy Spirit to speak through me. So, like, when certain things are happening, I know that there are a lot of people that's lost. I know that there's a lot of people that's confused about certain things. And before I start teaching people about who I am and, like, what I believe and all of this stuff like that, I just do my own research and learn from myself and go through my own testimony so that I could be able to just share. I'm a sharer. I share who I am. I'm not trying to teach you anything. I'm not trying to teach you what you should believe in or what you like. I'm not trying to teach you how to do that. I'm just being myself, and I'm sharing with you what I go through and what I've been through and what I am currently going through, so that you can relate to me, because you watch me and you want to get to know me more. So this is where I'm coming from when I'm doing my social media platforms and stuff like that. I'm just sharing who I am, because you guys watched me for so long. I'm just continuing to share who I am. And when you hear me talk about certain things, it's not because I'm looking at other people and I'm like, oh, they're a Christian and that must work, so I'm going to do what they're doing. Everything that I'm doing, I was led to do by the Holy Spirit. I'm led to do by God. You know what I'm saying? If it's not something that I'm led to do, I pray about it. Even if I am led to do it, I pray about it. I have a very strong prayer life. There are a lot of people in the world who pray for me, and this is what works for me. I've seen great results with how I've lived my life before carbonation and after. So this is how I live my life, and I'm just sharing that with you. I hope that makes sense to you. Yeah, I'm not. I really don't like. I don't think that I know everything. I think that I know some things. I think that I do have some wisdom. I think that I could learn more, though. I think that I can gain more wisdom. And this is why I never, like, I don't know, like, who who I was in the past when y'all guys was watching me. It was like, that circumstance, influenced me to be like cocky, arrogant with what I felt like I knew, and with little wisdom and little experience, to little to none actually. And it was just the leader, you know what I'm saying? It was the leader who was leading me that encouraged me to have these characteristics. But at the core of me, that's not who I am. Like, I've always been a live and let live person. I meet people where they're at, so that I can relate to them and so that they can relate to me. But does that mean that I waver in my spiritual beliefs or my spiritual foundation or the things that I do in my life? No, I'm always gonna be me. I'm always gonna be the same. But I do believe in connecting with people from all walks of life, people with like any type of spiritual background, because I believe that when I connect with these individuals, I will be able to gain the wisdom that the Lord wants me to have. If I never put myself out there to connect with people from all walks of life or all different types of religious or spiritual backgrounds, I won't be able to become my full version of who I am. I won't be able to reach my full potential. So, I if you ever heard the saying, eat the meat and spit out the bones, that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. And, in the midst of it all, I just continue to, as of now, I continue to just put my boundaries out there. And if people don't like my boundaries, then I just go my separate way. And that's just on period. Like, I'm not going to keep nobody around that don't accept me for, who I am, when I'm clearly not judging them and I'm accepting them for who they are. Like, I just don't have time for that, because that's one-sided. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm going to accept you and still love you through the midst of your pain, through the midst of your confusion, through the midst of whatever it is that you're going through, why can't I get the same? Why don't I deserve the same? So it is what it is. And that's the saddest truth about our reality, is that the moment somebody don't agree with you, or the moment somebody doesn't see something your way, they just be like, okay, well, I can't be friends with you because you don't believe in what I believe in. And I'm not talking about narcissistic people. I'm not talking about people who legit use your energy for that. I'm talking about people who are just literally not your friend or don't want to be your friend because you don't believe in using crystals the way that they do. And that's just an example. I'm not trying to call people. I'm just saying that's an example. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just feel like we all should have respect for each other, and the wisdom that we do have, we should share it. And if there is a discrepancy or, a disagreement, that should mutually and maturely be talked about by and through both parties to get a mutual understanding and come to a conclusion, about how they're going to move forward and how they're going to apply the wisdom. If it's complete wisdom, how are they going to apply that wisdom to their life moving forward? So I meet a lot of people who have wisdom, and then they give it to somebody, and then the people throw the wisdom away. I know a lot of people like that, but even God talks to us about, about that, the different types of soils that you have in life where you're planting, and, some of the seeds fall on rocky ground, some of them fall on thorns, some of them fall on fertile ground. So you just gotta be, wary and alert who you're giving your wisdom to. And I don't know. That's just my own personal thoughts, though. That's my own personal thoughts, y'all. This is my own personal thoughts. You know what I'm saying? These are my own personal feelings and thoughts. This is how I feel about the matter. Okay? Okay? I kind of got a headache. Ugh. I kind of got a headache. I don't know why I got a headache. You see my veins popping out. I got a headache. And I do think that that's true. God says you can't be around certain people. I do believe that that's true. In an instance, what I mean is that the Lord, even though the Lord doesn't want us to be around certain people because it's hypocritical to the way of life and his commandments that he has for us, the Lord always encourages us to accept our brothers and sisters and give them wisdom and love them. That's my point. My point is not to just accept anything into your life. My point is that through the midst of their struggles, their tribulations, and whatever they're going through, we still have to love them and we still have to accept them. And I think that just like you, when you go through whatever you go through, and it might be wrong, but there's still somebody there to love you through it all. There's still somebody there. The Lord actually loves you through all of your pain, all of your wrong decisions, all of the things that you fall short on. The Lord loves you through that. So the Lord encourages, if we're becoming more like Christ, if we're becoming more like the Most High, then we have that same obligation. That's a part of God's commandment, is to love thy neighbor the way that we would want to love ourselves, or the way we would want somebody to love us. And so that's my point. That's my point, is just to extend love in all circumstances. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying to accept anything and to be hypocritical in your own ways, which I have already stated. But yeah, it's just a point of loving. It's just loving. That's all. So I hope that clarifies, And that's another thing, is like people, some people that I know, like when they listen to certain people talk, or just people period, I feel like in humanity, as our brothers and sisters, we should be more readily available to just listen to what each other have to say, rather than trying to make assumptions, make assumptions. Because for me personally, when I listen to somebody speak, in the back of my head, I could be making assumptions, but what comes out of my mouth and what's in the forefront of my brain is a question about what is it that they are saying. Because I don't want to be, not wrong, but I don't want to be in a situation where I'm like, like if somebody says something and I'm like, but this is what it is, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I could be wrong. So the safest way to engage in a conversation with somebody, or to understand what it is that they're saying or what it is that they're thinking, is to ask questions. And I'm not saying like ask questions like, so do you mean, like it should be a genuine question, like, okay, do you mean this or do you mean that, or like what's in between the lines, like it should be a genuine wanting to understand what it is that somebody feels or is saying in the matter. Because we all live different lives and we all have different lifestyles. So, something that we might say or something that you might say might come across as, something else. But it might not mean that to the person who's actually saying it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just my own personal thoughts, though. These are my personal thoughts, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. These are my personal thoughts, okay? I don't want y'all to be misled. These are my personal thoughts. Outside of the fact that the Lord has given me wisdom in these areas, because I was once that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was once that person. So the Lord has refined me and pruned me in these areas, and this is why I have these personal thoughts the way that I do. Sincerely, Van, you gonna be the GOAT. My head is hurting, bro. Like, oh my God, my head is hurting so bad. What's the best thing that you have gotten from your experience? My children, for sure. And wisdom. The wisdom that I have, for sure. For sure. Do you find that when you're in rooms, you do the most talking out of everyone? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And this actually came up in a conversation. And I was like, I asked my friend if I like talk too much or whatever. And I realized that the reason why I talk so much is because people are intrigued by my energy. They are intrigued by what I say. They are intrigued by my thoughts. So they want to ask me questions. They're going to ask me questions, or I'm going to be picked out of the crowd to say something. And that's just natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, that naturally happens to me. And I was like battling with myself because I didn't want to seem like, like just too talkative or whatever the case may be. But that's how the energy flows. Like, it just, people want to know what I'm thinking. And so They ask me questions and I answer them. Yes, I appreciate that. Yes, I am Indigo Banks. And I do believe that a lot of the times the reason why I do talk a lot when I'm in a room full of people is because I actually apply the wisdom to my life. Like, if I wasn't applying wisdom to my life, I wouldn't be talking like I am. I wouldn't be sharing these thoughts that I have. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? So it'll be kind of hard for me to just keep talking and keep talking and keep talking if there was no substance behind what I was saying, if that makes sense. I'm about to go take some arnica. That's like natural pain relief. I appreciate that, sincerely, man. Keep talking. I'm weak. My ceiling fan is so feminine and super cute. That's not my ceiling fan, but right now it is. You had a dream about me. What was the dream? I appreciate that, sincerely, man. I gotta go get some arnica, y'all. I'm not feeling too good. I'm going through a major transition right now. The girls borderline caught a cold, and I've been knocking it out. I've been knocking their cold out, with the medicine that I have for them. But I think I'm catching it, and I don't feel good. I feel like I want to throw up, kind of, right now in this very moment. My head is hurting, but it's cool. I'm about to take this arnica, and I'm about to be lit. This arnica is I got it when I was in labor with Aviana, and it's basically natural pain reliever, so it works with your body. It's not like those regular pain reliefs that have side effects and all. It works with your body, so these arnicas gonna get me right. There you go, arnica. Arnica. God, did you poop? Did you poop? Did you poop it? Did you poop it? Did you poop it? She pooped it. Oh! Did you poop it? Did you poop it? Did you poop it? Did you poop it, huh? You poop it? You pooping. She pooping. She pooping. My baby pooping. Come on, let's get you a diaper. You pooping a little. You didn't poop much. Yeah, Abby wants some attention. Hey, Soul Bae. Nah, my hair wrap is not too tight. It's really loose. See? And this up here, it's really loose up here. It's wiggling. How do you deal with postpartum depression? Postpartum. I enrolled myself in mommy groups for postpartum depression. So there's a lady who comes see me every week, and I have a therapist. No, I don't align with poly relationships. Not at all. No, not it. No. King Walk 3 says his dream, we were on some type of date or just walking together down this street, and there were people selling things and music was playing. And then I woke up. Maybe you want to date me. How do you go about maintaining your femininity during financially or emotionally triggering times? I remember who the F I am. Period. Take it how you want it. I don't care. I remember who I am and know that I've overcame so much more. I've overcome something so much more traumatizing than what it was that I am experiencing in that very moment. And so once I remember my most weakest moment and the moment that I was the most down and out, I be thinking like, oh yeah, there ain't nothing I can't overcome. I done been through the worst already. I've been through the worst already. So let's get it. Let's go. Outside of that, I'm a very determined person. Like, I don't take no for an answer. Like, if something come in my life and it's like no, I'm gonna go get it again, just in a different way. Like, I'm gonna try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna leave anything undone. You know? Oh, cool. That's cool. That's cool, King Walk. That's cool. You still suffer from DV? I think that anybody who suffers from DV, they need to figure out how to effectively heal themselves from the trauma that they've been through. Because turn it off, Mama. Turn it off, baby. It's cold. Turn it off, Mama. It's cold, baby. DV victims are like, or survivors, should I say? It's a very traumatizing thing. You know, you gotta take time to yourself. You know, you gotta heal. You gotta love on yourself after a DV relationship. Like, you really. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Queen and me, thank you. Sweets and treats, I appreciate that. What do you mean, the real one? Going through what you went through over there. How do you feel about passion? What you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean. Because Keyshawn, you gotta pray to the Lord. Keyshawn, what I do is I pray to the Lord to deliver me from those things. Whatever it is that I'm going through, I pray to the Lord to deliver me from those things. And from my own personal testimony, the Lord has saved me from those things. And when the Lord removes you from something, I've learned this through my own experiences, and the Lord gave me this wisdom through these experiences. When the Lord pulls you out of something, the Lord removed you for a reason, and don't go back to it, right? But the way that I found results in my life to effectively heal from these situations without weapons and things of that nature, I asked the Lord to deliver me in whatever way that was, and it was a challenge and it was a test because I had to surrender. And through my surrendering and through my prayer life, I was able to get from point A to point B. And so yeah, you just gotta, when you pray, you just gotta be open to allow the Lord to send you the things that it is that you need to go through in order to remove yourself from these situations. You see? So it's levels to it. Yes, Keyshawn, I'm gonna pray for you. I have you in my prayer closet. But guys, for real, it is 12:25 right now, and I have to wake up in the morning, and so I'm about to go rest because my head is kind of feeling better, but I'm gonna just go ahead and take a rest. I'm gonna go take a rest right now, and I'm gonna talk to you guys later. But thank you for the support, thank you for the badges and the cash apps that did come through. I appreciate you. And until next time, I appreciate you sincerely, Vane. I see you in the comments. I appreciate y'all. Until next time.